Good evening, my name is David Reimer, and I'm the candidate for the Christian Heritage Party. I first became a member of CHP in 1987, and I was recruited immediately to run as a candidate in the 1988 federal election in Wetaskiwin, where I and my family lived at the time. Since that time, I've run on 5 other occasions in 3 Manitoba ridings, and I've served in several different capacities on our national board. Currently, I'm the interim leader of our party. I've been married to my wife Catherine for 45 years. Together we have 3 married children and 4 grandchildren, and I'm actually privileged and honored to contest the Macleod seat in this federal by-election. So I want to say to you this evening, good evening and welcome. It's a joy and a privilege for me to be here this evening and to represent the Christian Heritage Party in this by-election in the Macleod electoral district. For those of you that don't know me, obviously, I want to tell you again that I'm the interim leader of the CHP, and it's a privilege for me to be here this evening. From its very inception, Canada was referred to as a Christian nation. Even the preamble to our Constitution recognizes this fact by stating that Canada was founded upon principles which recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law. Since the 1960s, this rich heritage has begun to unravel, and subsequently our country has undergone a great deal of change. Since the days of Pierre Elliott Trudeau, Canada has prided itself as a country based on a cultural mosaic. One nation made up of many cultures, all allowed to maintain and practice their separate and distinct customs, beliefs, and traditions. In spite of this very fact, our own nation seeks not only to ignore its cultural heritage, but in fact to deny it any significance. Our land of cultural freedom sacrifices its own Christian heritage for the sake of political correctness and liberal humanism. Socially, we've accepted abortion on demand and the end of traditional marriage and no-fault divorce. We've legalized gambling and pornography, euthanasia and polygamy. Financially, during this period, Canada has progressed or digressed from passing balanced budgets and holding no national debt to passing $60 billion deficits and having a national debt of over $600 billion. This represents a personal debt of over $17,000 for every man, woman, and child in Canada. This debt will have to be paid back, and we are guilty of mortgaging our children's future. CHP Canada would propose to make deficit budgets illegal and to put in place a program to pay off our national debt in the same way that responsible homeowners pay off their mortgages. We would strengthen Canadian families by granting a $1,000 per month allowance to families where one parent stays home to care for their children or as needed as a primary caregiver for someone that's disabled or infirm. This would allow families more freedom and choice, all the while reducing unemployment and remaining a cost-neutral government benefit. The time for change is now, in this by-election, now on June 30th. CHP Canada offers pro-life, pro-family, and financially sound policies to put our country back on track. I invite you to help me to do that, and I look forward to representing you as your Member of Parliament.